Worst moves by Bryan Murray as Ottawa Senators GM. Bryan Murray was a very successful NHL coach with over 600 NHL wins in over 13 NHL seasons. In those 13 seasons, he took his team to the playoffs 12 times. That is really impressive. However, the same cannot be said for his work as Ottawa Senators GM. Bryan Murray has been the GM of the Ottawa Senators since 2007 and has made his share of questionable moves. Worst trades. Dean McCammon in a 2009 first-round pick to the New York Islanders in exchange for Chris Campoli and Mike Comrie. Comrie had a forgettable stint with the Ottawa Senators as his career was pretty much done at this point. Campoli only played one season with the Senators. Dean McCammon only played one season for the Islanders, but he was a serviceable role player for them. However, what makes this a bad trade is the 2009 first round pick, as that pick was used to select Kyle Palmieri. Palmieri is going to have a better career than Chris Campoli and Mike Comrie combined. Dany Heatley and a 5th round pick in 2010 to the San Jose Sharks in exchange for Jonathan Cheechoo, Milan Michalek, and a 2010 2nd round pick. The Senators selected Issac McCulloch with the 5th round pick, and the Sharks selected Kent Simpson with the 2nd round pick. Jonathan Cheechoo just lost his scoring touch after getting to Ottawa and was out of the NHL after 1 year of the trade. Milan Michalek was a pretty solid top 6 winger, but he never lived up to his full potential because he was always injured. If you look at what Dany Heatley accomplished in Ottawa, he had 4 35-plus goal seasons in Ottawa with back-to-back 50-goal seasons. That's simply not enough for a player of his caliber. 16th overall pick in 2010 to the St. Louis Blues for David Rundbland. This pick was used by the St. Louis Blues to select superstar Vladmir Tarasenko. The fact that David Rundbland was a bust makes it worse for Senators fans. Ben Bishop for Cory Conacher is one of the worst trades in NHL history. Cory Conacher is pretty much out of the NHL right now, while Ben Bishop is the star NHL goalie. Jason Spezza and Ludwig Karlsson to the Dallas Stars in exchange for Alex Chiasson, Nick Paul, and Alex Guptill. Alex Chiasson didn't really pan out for the Senators and was traded 2 seasons later. Alex Guptill has yet to make it to the NHL. The only player that could possibly make an impact on the team is Nick Paul. Jason Spezza was the captain of the team when he got traded. He was definitely worth more than this. Worst free agent signings. Alexei Kovalev, 2 years, $5 million per season. Kovalev had a pretty disastrous stint with the Senators and was pretty outspoken about his displeasure with the team. Sergei Gonchar, $5.5 million per season. Gonchar had a forgettable stint with the Senators. After great seasons with Pittsburgh and Washington, he pretty much disappeared into mediocrity. The biggest mistake that Bryan Murray made isn't actually a trade or a signing. It was letting the face of the franchise, Daniel Alfredsson, walk as a free agent to sign with the Detroit Red Wings. To many Senators fans, this is the worst day in franchise history, as they could never imagine the face of their franchise playing for another team. Even though Bryan Murray made some moves to make the Senators good, he equally made as many bad moves and is responsible for putting them in the position that they are in now. Next, worst moves by John Davidson as St. Louis Blues GM.